I have a real problem with those that say they are religious. That word to me is an issue. Religion is a formula. I've said this before. I've said that God never intended to establish a religion. That's a list of do's and don'ts, and you come to this place and come to this building and be subject to these people and these rules. That was not the intention. The intention was never that. The intention was all about relationship. You know, I would advocate this. I don't care if you are religious or not religious, or go to church or don't go to church, or believe or don't believe. Doesn't make any difference to me. You should own a Bible, because there's a ton of stuff, and you know, these I'm going to continue daily talks every day, but I'll go into some of the stuff, but there's a ton of stuff in here. You say, well, I don't believe it all, but there are things, you know. I don't believe Moby Dick. I don't believe there was a Captain Ahab and a Queequeg. Yeah, it was a story. Now, but I learned some lessons from it. I did. I learned I'll never get on a whaling boat because of that. Okay? Jaws. The movie Jaws. I don't believe that at the end of that movie that a great white shark ate a tank, and Sheriff Brody shot and hit the tank just enough to blow up the great white shark. And that the whole time that he was out there on that boat with him and Quinn and Hooper and everybody else, that there was only one shark out there. I've watched Shark Week. Sharks come by the droves, but only Jaws showed up. Why did he eat all the other great whites, and why didn't they show us that in the movie? So, you know, but I learned from it. Even though I didn't believe it, I learned from it. I learned that I'm not going out in the ocean where great whites are. So what we have taken from this today is I'm not whaling and I'm not sharking. Either one. But you should have one of these, because there's a ton of stories. There's a ton of things in here that are lessons that are great to have. Get one. You don't have to go spend 40, 50 bucks and get a leather bound edition. If you want to, do that. But if not, you can get some. Get it, and then tune into Facebook, and every day I'll talk about different things in there and see what we can learn. But there never was. The Genesis account was God wanted a family. God wanted a family, and so he created man. And then we have where the Genesis account, God says it's not good for man to be alone. He already knew Adam was going to get in a lot of trouble. The man. It's not good for him to be alone. Some ladies take that literal. They say, I can't leave you alone. The Bible says so. It's not good for you to be alone. There you go, ladies. You can use that on your significant other. So he created a woman. Relationship. And every time I say that, there's someone that'll say, well, then you're advocating we don't need a church and we don't need to receive it. Nobody said that. But if I can't get to a church, like 2020, some people couldn't get to a church. So what are we saying? They can't get to God? No. Not if you're religious, no, you can't. But if you understand the relationship, then you understood that it didn't matter whether it was on video or on live stream or radio or by phone. You had a relationship. A relationship is more important than a list of rules of do's and don'ts.